Now, staying beside the sea, let's go back to the Trade Union Congress, entering its last day in Blackpool. They've had 4 days of serious and contentious debate, but trade unionists, believe it or not, are human too. And the conference does have its lighter side. James Cox is in Blackpool. James.
And with me is Ken Gill, the General Secretary of TAS, a veteran Marxist, but also a mean hand with the caricaturist's pen. So that while all those delegates are making their important speeches to the nation, you're drawing away. When did you discover this talent, Ken?
When I was about 10 years old, I think. When I was an apprentice, living on starvation wages, I used to buy my pints by drawing in the pubs. Ever since then.
Let's have a look at some of your pictures of the people here, the famous names. For example, let's look at Norman Willis. Now there, indeed, is a man to conjure with. There we see him in his real state, and here is your image of him. It's a very excellent caricature. What are you trying to tell us with this?
Well, I think that Norman, to some extent, lives in a state of some panic, understandably, the way people get at him. And here he's concerned yet again, my God, not another division, my God, not more bad publicity, and someone is saying to him, well, what are we supposed to be united about this year?
He's a caricaturist delight, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's lovely, yes, lovely.
Let's go on to John Edmonds.
John Edmonds, well, he's the new boy, you know, and like all brooms, sweeping very clean. And at the moment is everyone's love, I believe. The media think he's great. I find him rather like his predecessor, but that's not an insult.
What you've done with him, which is so marvellous, is, I mean, John Edmonds is a very tall man. He must be well over 6 foot.
Yes.
But you've made him look little, and this sort of stooping.
Well, I didn't mean to denigrate, but that's how he seemed to me.
Eric Hammond, the whipping boy of conference,
yes.
The one that everyone here loves to hate.
Yes,
there
he's
he is
a
in real
masochist.
life.
He loves being whipped, of course. Yes.
and you've made him very big, with bushy eyebrows.
Well,
is this how you see him?
Well, he's certainly very aggressive, and he certainly leaps around mentally a great deal and threatens everyone at every turn. And I suppose this year he hasn't exactly been the best loved.
And Bill Jordan. Now, Bill Jordan has come through as one of the stars of this conference, but again, he's on the opposite wing, one might say, of the TUC from you. And you, again, you've made him look rather a sort of disreputable figure with the stubbly beard and the eyebrows.
Well, he's dark.
Are you expressing your hatred and dislike in this?
Well, I don't know whether I hate the man. I gave him some very fatherly advice yesterday, but he is rather dark and sinister. I know the press, once again, whenever anyone's as they call moderate, which they mean right-wing, they love him. Well, perhaps my slight disapproval of him comes out in the drawing. And
very quickly, let's go on to another major figure here at conference, Arthur Scargill. And here again, I suspect that you're showing your ideological bias, because it's a very sympathetic picture of Arthur.
Do you think so? Well, I would have thought the contrary. I thought I was being quite tough on him, showing him in his rather hectoring mood, and insisting that he perhaps is the only principled person there, although he is a very principled person.
Ken, they're super cartoons. Thank you very much for joining us. May you have many years of drawing ahead of you here at Congress and elsewhere. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
To our studio in London.